Welcome back to another episode of Save or Skip, the show where we give you straight-up gameplay, honest first impressions, and a clear verdict on new releases, whether a game deserves your time or should be skipped. I'm Linda, and today we're speeding off into Forza Horizon 6. Japan has been the #1 fan request for Forza Horizon since the very first game launched in Colorado back in 2012. 14 years of asking, 14 years of wish lists, Reddit threads, community polls, and people wondering if Playground Games would ever actually do it. They did it, and it was worth the wait. This is my full review of Forza Horizon 6. The setup. Every Forza Horizon game drops you into a new country and tells you to race. That is the formula. It has worked 5 times already. Forza Horizon 6 does the same thing, but the location changes everything. You start as a tourist arriving in Japan with nothing to prove and no reputation behind you. Your goal is to work your way into the Horizon Festival, earn wristbands by proving yourself in progressively faster cars, and eventually become what the game calls a Horizon legend. The tourist framing is a small thing on paper. In practice, it gives the campaign a more grounded starting point than most Horizon games have had. You are not already the best driver in the world. You are someone who showed up and has to earn their place. That journey takes you from rookie races all the way to Legend Island, an exclusive space reserved for the greatest drivers in the festival, locked behind the wristband progression system. It is still Forza Horizon. The bones are familiar, but Japan makes those bones feel fresh in a way that matters. The world. This is where the game earns everything it is being praised for right now. The map has diverse elevations throughout. Mountains, valleys, tall bridges, touge runs, wide highways, and narrow back roads cutting through buildings in Tokyo City. The different heights and road types make it one of the most interesting maps the series has ever had to drive through. Tokyo itself is the centerpiece. Tokyo City is 5 times larger than Guanajuato from Forza Horizon 5, which was already the biggest city in that game. It is packed with races, jobs, landmarks, and things to discover on streets that range from narrow residential lanes to massively wide arterial highways. Playground has applied different levels of urban density throughout the city, so it actually feels like a real place when you're moving through it at speed. The center of Tokyo is a tight network of narrow lanes. Further out, the roads widen between office buildings and retail outlets. The outskirts open up into arterial roads lined with petrol stations and convenience stores. And then outside the city, the whole country opens up. Elevated expressways weave through the skyline. Farm roads cut past rice fields. The Japanese Alps bring mountain passes, seasonal weather, snow, rain, and sun shifting across the map as time moves. One thing that changes how exploration feels compared to every previous Horizon game, the map starts completely hidden. Regions only reveal themselves as you physically drive through them. This is the first time the series has done this, and it makes exploration feel genuinely earned rather than a checklist exercise from the opening menu. The one complaint that has come up in several reviews is that Mount Fuji, while present and visible on the horizon from certain points in the map, is not a drivable location. You can see it, you cannot reach it. For a game built around Japan, that is a noticeable absence. It does not ruin anything, but it is the one place the map feels like it held something back. How it plays. The core of Forza Horizon has not changed dramatically, and depending on where you stand on the series, that is either exactly what you wanted, or the one thing that holds this game back from being something truly new. What Japan does, though, is give the existing formula a reason to feel exciting again. The Japan-specific race types are where the game earns its setting most directly. Touge battles are one-on-one downhill duels on faithfully recreated mountain roads, including Hakone and Mount Haruna. They are tense, skill-based, and rooted in actual Japanese car culture. Night street racing, run on open roads marked only by flares, produces an atmosphere that is hard to manufacture and easy to get absorbed in. The showcase events are spectacular in typical Horizon fashion. The standout is a race against a giant mech robot through the streets of downtown Tokyo. It is simultaneously absurd and genuinely thrilling, and it is exactly the kind of commitment to pure fun that reminds you why this series has the audience it does. Touge, as a properly structured mode rather than a custom race option, is a meaningful addition. The game also lets you customize Japanese-style license plates with authentic characters and styles, a small detail that shows Playground paid real attention to the culture rather than just the setting. Car meets are new. They give the social side of the game a dedicated space that does not demand competitive participation. You show up, you show off, you talk cars. It adds a dimension to the open world that previous Horizon games did not have. The estate is also new. It is a mountain valley area where you can build freely in the open world, creating layouts and sharing them online with the community. The recurring criticism across reviews is that the underlying structure and UI feel very familiar. After 6 games, building on the same framework, some people are starting to want the formula itself to evolve, not just the location. That is a fair point. Forza Horizon 6 is not trying to reinvent what Horizon is. It is trying to be the best version of what Horizon already is. Whether that is enough depends entirely on what you came here for. The cars. Forza Horizon 6 launches with over 550 real-world cars. That is the highest day one total in the series' history. The JDM selection is where the car list really shines. Japan, being the setting, means the roster is loaded with the cars that built the culture the game is celebrating. Skyline GTRs, Supra Generations, RX-7s, NSs, K-cars, drift machines, time attack builds. If you have ever cared about Japanese car culture, the garage alone will keep you busy for hours. Forza Edition cars with extreme modifications are scattered across the map to find, alongside rare aftermarket cars you can test drive and buy. The collection journal gives exploration a purpose beyond just driving around. The engine audio has been updated, and steering animations now include up to 540 degrees of wheel rotation. These are the kinds of details that car people will notice and appreciate, and casual players will absorb without necessarily knowing why the game feels better than it did. How it looks and sounds. The lights of Tokyo City at night make street races feel like nothing else in the series. Neon reflecting off wet asphalt, elevated expressways threading through the skyline. Fuji sitting in the distance. This is one of the best-looking racing games ever made. Dynamic weather and time of day are back, and previews noted 0 visible pop-in, even at high speeds on Xbox Series X. The game runs clean in a way that lets you actually appreciate what the world looks like while you're moving through it at speed. The soundtrack leans into Japanese music culture in a way that fits the setting. City pop, electronic, and traditional influences sit alongside the usual Horizon radio stations. Whether you are drifting through downtown Tokyo at night or climbing a mountain pass at sunrise, the audio does its job. The seasonal weather system returns with bigger shifts across the map than in previous games. Autumn reds across the highways, winter snow affecting drift lines, spring rain turning back roads into something that requires actual care. The world does not just look different in different weather, it drives differently. How long is it? This is Forza Horizon. Asking how long it is like asking how long a city is. I've been glued to this game for 30+ hours, and was still discovering activities that I had not touched. The campaign runs through the Horizon Festival progression and the broader Discover Japan content, playable solo or in co-op with friends. Beyond the campaign, there are seasonal events, online multiplayer, car meets, the estate builder, barn finds, and a steady post-launch content calendar that has kept every previous Horizon game active for years. If you're looking for a game to scratch that racing itch, this is the game that will keep you busy for years. If you want a beginning, middle, and end, the campaign gives you that. And if you want something to keep coming back to, the open world is built for exactly that. Most people who buy this will do both. The scores. The critical response has been remarkable. Forza Horizon 6 is sitting at a 92 on Metacritic based on reviews, making it the highest rated game of 2026 so far and the only release this year to break into the 90s. That makes it the 4th Forza Horizon game in a row to score 91 or above on Metacritic. That level of consistency across 6 entries over 14 years is genuinely rare in this industry. The verdict. Forza Horizon 6 is the best racing game available right now. It is probably the best Forza Horizon game ever made. Japan was always the right call. The touge battles, the Tokyo streets, the mountain passes, the JDM car list, the fog of war map that makes exploration feel like something you actually did rather than something the game handed you. All of it works together in a way that gives a 14-year-old formula genuine new energy. The structure is familiar, the UI feels like it has been around for a while. Mount Fuji is visible, but untouchable. And if you have played every Horizon game, there will be moments you notice the game is not taking as many risks as the setting deserves. Here's the thing. When you're racing through downtown Tokyo at night with neon reflecting off the road and a GTR underneath you, none of that matters. The game is doing exactly what it set out to do, and it is doing it better than anything else in its genre. Save, full stop. Game Pass subscribers get it at no extra cost, which means there is essentially no reason not to play it. For everyone else, this is exactly the kind of game that justifies the price of admission. Japan was worth the 14-year wait. If you're looking for this kind of breakdown, straight talk, and real gameplay, then keep watching. There's plenty more on the way. Don't forget to like, share, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe. This is Game Saved you a click.